Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RWB Tier 1 series.
Hey, you
We are
can't forget the ESR.
and ESR2, yeah, sorry. Combo meal, uh,
With that
2-in-1
fries.
convenience package. Yes, with
Combo number
fries.
2? Yeah.
Yeah. Please pull up to the next window. I am one of your hosts. We're all kind of just all equals here. I'm Cole Mcray. One of you guys is someone else, allegedly.
I'm Matt. I don't know about the other guy.
I'm Ayrton.
Okay,
Oh,
excellent.
that's a
So
cool livery.
we're Cole Mcray, Matt Higgs, and Ayrton Tobin. Taking over from the usual commentators just
We're
for
number
this one
one.
race. Just because I mean it was only a matter of time. Let's be honest. It was, it was bound to happen sooner or later,
Out with the old, in with the new.
right?
I know.
And we're here to demonstrate what the impeccable quality we bring to the table is. Especially as I have no experience in this series, and I don't think Ayrton does either. So
I
Matt
mean,
is gonna be helping out with that there.
I have a little bit of experience.
Well, I should hope so, considering that you are in this race, correct?
Yes, my name is not Art Higgs, but the game calls me that for some reason.
Wow, why would the game call you that?
That's so strange.
Magic.
Magic, indeed. What
Alright.
do you want to give us the real reason why?
Well, my dad did the Wednesday series, and his name was Art Higgs, and I joined it, not realizing that. So I backed down and changed my name, but I guess the game just kept the name from when I first joined.
Makes sense. Well, I'm sure it will
Although
never
when you
cause any
go over my
confusion.
car, it goes over my car, I'm Match for some reason. No, even though I'm in the leaderboard as R Higgs.
Oh, really? I
I don't
didn't know
know.
that. Huh. Well, a couple, maybe 20 seconds ago, we got a nice cheeky onboard with a Maserati GT4 CS. That was very, very arm hair raising. But as we sit here, qualifying has ended.
And our
Matt,
order is
yes.
RWB Carzolia with a 144.418. Next is RWB Tavarin. Next is James Lacey, Olivier Curtin, Ian Shermatinsky, Paul Lindsay, Mark Elgard, Sam Snelltrain, Leo Wicks, Matt Higgs, Mohamed Carlia, Mike Abranosa, Daniel Burnett, and Dan Sedgley are our GT3s.
Hey, Carziolia guy. His time is a palindrome if you include the car number in there.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Wait, 80144
Crap, no.
418.
Throw out that 0.
Oh, okay. I was taking it at face value. I was like, wait a second. Well, it looks like I got some pretty cool liveries here. That's one thing that we do miss in the ESR series. That they basically just use regular liveries for the most part, and that's okay. Noise.
Noise.
And of course, we are at Barcelona, as you can see in very
Actually, it's Barcelona.
Barcelona. Sorry, this is Spain. So they speak the Lispy brand of Spanish.
Oh, hang on a
Please,
second.
Torquete de Catalunya. Get it right.
Circuit de
Circuit de Catalunya.
Catalunya. And we're on board with Jeff currently, who I don't think I'll ever know his name. In the
I
Aston Martin
I was his
GT4.
teammate for the ESR driver swap race, and I still don't know his name.
Yes, I feel like I knew his name at one point, but I could have been dreaming.
He doesn't like people knowing his name for some reason.
I mean,
But
makes sense.
to each
Ooh,
his own.
dig in that second livery on the
The,
screen.
the Porsche.
The H&R one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from the like 8% of the car that I can see, it looks pretty good.
You should see the whole car.
I would love to. I hope to see it at some point. That is, ESR is the last three letters of that guy's name. Number 92.
That was probably
It says Matt Higgs.
Nope.
What? Oh, your name is Matt Higgs ESR, right? In this game.
No, he's showing up
Yeah.
as R. Higgs.
Well, the car number is ESR. The car number is 92, and that's what I was looking at. In
Interesting.
any case,
Yeah, that may
come.
or may not be my livery.
Oh, well, I would hope you would know.
I don't know. He cut his foot, and all of his brains leaked out.
Yep. You got me.
How's that
Uh,
foot doing, my boy?
It's in 2 pieces.
Ooh, that's not good.
Ayrton, why don't you give us a rundown of the GT4s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a
Ouch.
McLaren and a Maserati, and I don't know. It's too small to see. What is that?
Aston Martin.
An Aston Martin and a Camaro. Camaros are fun cars to drive. They sound cool, and you missed it. But anyways, Verstappen's up in second, and I've already lost track. Buxzik is in first. It's gonna be a duel to the death between them, I assume, with Dakusa probably swiping in to win it after they both kill each other.
Buchek, Verstappen, and Sharp have been the trio all season. They've been battling every single race.
Ayrton, our friend Garrett would have you slain at dawn for mispronouncing Butchchick.
Sad.
Buchek.
Well, I recall testing for this series at this track in the Maserati, and it's not a great track for the Maserati. I mean, none of them are.
I was gonna
But this
say I
one's
think
particularly bad.
very few tracks are good for the Maserati. What not having traction control or anti-lock brakes.
Yeah, it doesn't have ABS, TC.
And it only has a 5-speed automatic transmission with some of the tallest gears I think that are in the series. So
I have not raced with Dakusa. That said, during that preseason testing, Schaefer and I were in here alone together in the 2 Maseratis, and he was putting down some fantastic lap times in it.
Yeah, he's
So,
been doing pretty well
expect
with that
to see
Maserati
him.
this season.
Yeah.
apparently struggling a little bit at Catalunya though.
Well, he knows what are good tracks, and this is not one of them. So
Not really much you could do there.
Getting a little Ayrton's hot take on Catalunya.
no, that was kind of a mid-lane. That was a moderate tank.
I hate this track.
Hot take would be it's a terrible track.
It is a terrible track.
It's actually the worst track ever created in the world.
Nah, that's
my
Monza.
Okay,
I
all
give
right.
Monza a pass for its historic past.
All right, many takes are being thrown around, I suppose. As
My
we
take's the only
begin,
one that matters.
it's true, I think. So
Keep
this
an
is the
eye out
final.
for
This is
these
the
team
final race.
names. They're pretty funny.
Matt, do you have any read on the championship for this?
Yes.
That'll be wrapping up with this race.
No.
Okay. Well, I attempted to do some research before this, and I failed to find any really good. Well, we'll say any leaderboards without potentially major spoilers. So, I was maybe hoping to see if there's anything you could provide, but
There's actually Buchek in the punted by GT3 Racing McLaren.
punted by GT3 Racing. What a wonderful name and a wonderful color. That is, no one's gonna be mistaking
I mean,
that car.
if
I don't
I'm
think.
in a GT3 and I'm coming behind a bright pink car, I'm probably gonna punt it too.
I would. See, look, it's Higgs ESR there, but in the overall leaderboard, it's R Higgs.
Okay, and with green flags waving, we begin this final, I believe, 11th race of the round rather of the RWB/ESR Tier 1 Championship.
Right off the bat, I see our faithful director enjoys GT4s.
Yes.
I was side by side with Elgard for like 3 or 4 corners at the start.
Well, I would ordinarily agree. I mean, this seems to be kind of a mixed bag. We saw last time that the at Monza that there's quite a bit of good racing going on in both classes, shall we say?
Oh,
I wasn't very confident
Is that
last race.
Verstappen who's gone by, I believe? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Although immediately GT3 starts to put the pressure on for the more fun stuff. Oh, we had a car go off. That
No,
appeared
was that
to be.
Carzolia?
No, that's
I don't think so.
Carzolia's
Oh,
up front.
Carolia.
Yeah, that was Carolia.
They're teammates.
So not a great start for that team.
Well, good job, Varen, for lugging this beast of a car around. Getting 4th and 5th place in this 488 is no small task.
Oh, there goes Elgard breaks himself.
So as we were starting to wrap up lap 1, we're starting to see some battles are kind of forming, but it's still kind of just general chaos for the most part.
Mad Al is the team name of
Mad Al.
RWB middle-aged driver. Oh,
Hey,
Uh-oh.
little
I've
reference.
raced
Ooh.
Mad Al.
Looks like, what was that? Pinpoint who
Very
was
Mad Al.
Yeah, that
Bond?
was Pinpoint there. Pinpoint. Anderson went wide.
Very interesting sound for that 570S GT4. Kind
I
of,
was listening to that too.
I've never driven one of those, but it sounds different to a lot of other McLarens that I've heard. Pinpointing
Yeah,
that stealth black Aston Martin.
There goes Helmet with the big beastly Camaro.
Kind of interesting to see how the
Dude,
Camaros do. Gonna try to go for the pass, I think, with a little bit of a shunt. Ooh, getting really sketchy.
Their GT4s, they don't need the aero much.
It's true, ish. Well, I'm kind of curious personally to see how well the Camaros fare, although it seems like it's not been going too well so far. Qualified near the back, and we've only got one in the middle pack and one near the back. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the breakdown by class on the leaderboard, but we'll do what we can.
Shermatinsky battling with Camaro.
Sure seems so. No, I think, is this, feel free to correct me, is this one of the first races we have this season without inclement weather of some sort?
No, we haven't had much inclement weather at all in Tier 1.
Oh, this is right, I forgot Tier 1. My apologies. I was
Tier
thinking of it, Tier 3.
1, the only inclement weather that I've actually noticed is the weather in practice was greasy.
Matt's over here waving around his fancy Tier 1 clear weather in our faces.
Hey, I would have liked some inclement weather, at least a little bit.
I don't know, if I was in this series, I'm kind of jealous of Tier 3. I'm not in this series, but I've not been in too many racing series that have just like really inclement weather, and I feel like it could be fun. Or at the very least, a different experience.
Well, it looks like Verstappen's hanging on to that GT4 lead by half a second. Oh no!
Oh, Sedgley.
Overcooked
Oversteered.
it.
What?
He overcooked it into the turn 2.
Yeah, sure seems it. A little bit of lift off oversteer will catch you. It looks like he's
And then
still
he
struggling.
overcorrected. I think he's out of his rhythm.
Sure seems like it. One thing we always see with spins and slides in these kind of cars is that it's hard to know when it's really possible to save it versus when you should just lock it up and try and just wait, because the damage often isn't worth it. Seems like.
His team name is Exodus Racing Esports, so shout out to those guys.
Shout
Fun
out to
fact
Exodus.
about James Lacey in third place. He was actually created in an experiment taking GT4 driver Ian James and GT4 team Ian Lacey and merging them into one GT3 driver, James Lacey. So
Whoa,
that's how
really?
he was created.
Ian Lacey driving Ian Lacey in a GT4 Mustang, right? And then
Yes.
Ian James driving the GT4 Panos.
Yes, but turns out
I believe it's called
James Lacey.
Panaz.
You shut your
Well,
mouth. I'm done. Nope.
see, in like the eulogy given for Don Panos, they pronounce it Panos, so
And I was gonna say when I
I
asked
pronounce
the
it
official
Panos.
team members at the race, I was like, "Hey, so I hear different things. How is it actually pronounced?" They literally just shrugged and went, "No,
Yeah.
however you want."
Okay.
Seems legit.
Well,
They didn't know or
my
care.
inkling is to pronounce Panos, but you know that's just how I've done it ever since I first saw an Esperante in Gran Turismo 2. So, but I've heard Panos being said more often, so I don't know. Of note, I don't know whether it's artifacting of this video. My stream is very low quality for some reason, but Abernosia's car has a very interesting line scheme on the top of the roof, kind of.
I think it was just a reflection.
Yeah, never mind. It sucks then. Terrible livery. 0 out of 10.
Oh man, these get
dare talk
eaten up
bad.
by Schaefer.
Greedy's nuts.
Maseratis coming through, taking no prisoners, throwing it down nice and spicy, salty. Let's go, boys.
Well, I do gotta say that I really enjoy all the different liveries. It's you know, in the ESR Sunday series at least, and you know the Wednesday one as well. I don't see that many custom liveries.
I have a custom livery.
Orange one isn't a custom livery.
Not in the Sunday series, in this series.
Once we're talking about the Sunday series, man.
I mean, you can't complain about it when it's not that there's a low number. There's none. They aren't allowed, are they?
I don't think they were last season.
Wait, wasn't the like
Jeff's was custom, but that was
Yeah.
You have in-game
in-game
custom stuff, yeah, but no
well that
custom design.
well
Oh, to Baron goes
I didn't mean like Photoshop custom. I just meant different than the factory ones. Anyway, looks like we had a pass by Lindsay.
Yep. Baron went off.
Very nice. That Ferrari continues to struggle a little bit with well, mostly everything, we'll be honest, but Catalunya in this particular instance, as D puts the tracks on sharp.
Oh,
What
helmets
is
in the
that,
pits.
5th place,
Yeah, I see the Kuzas made it up to second in GT4.
and we have our first
Oh.
Camaro in the pits.
Oh,
Oh no! Sharp and D
No,
goes
no.
sliding into the start
Oh
wall.
no! And a body panel just gets sent to the moon.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Oh my
Varley.
God! Varley gets engaged by Simcox.
Simcox.
And here comes Mad Al.
Mad Al is just sweeping up the positions. I have no doubt there's damage in this series, and all those cars have to be really hurting. What the hell happened between Sharp and D?
I think
I've-
they just touched and kind of just
That
died.
must have been a lag issue, a netcode or something, because like I've never seen anything like that happen. It looked like a pretty clean pass, but just
I
don't
think
know
they just came together.
don't know what
Just
conspired
kinda
there.
Signed their death
Kuza
notes.
is just smoking the pack with a massive lead. We're talking, of course, in the weighted for awesome car scale.
Oh
so,
yeah. No,
yeah.
that's the noise department.
Manny makes a pass on Goat Friend.
Woohoo, outside.
That was a sneaky pass. Very good. It's goes to show that, you know, it's not the car that makes the driver, it's the driver that makes the car. And
Indeed.
although we do definitely see Dakuza
Oh,
gets
Dakuza.
demolished,
Oh, no!
demolished absolutely by Goat Friend.
Jay, after taking that position, just loses it around there.
Well, I originally was gonna say he got demolished under braking,
Oh,
but then
Buchek.
he literally did get hit
Jeff
as
come together.
Buchek and Jeff come together, and that is not ideal. This is turning out to be quite a chaotic round.
Indeed, I agree. That was a very chaotic few corners
Chaos
there.
for all of them except for Streppen.
See, look, it's me.
Verstappen's just leaving them for dead as we go on board with Matt Higgs, who's being hunted down by Snell Train.
Oh man, yeah, that lap alone, Streppen's lead went from about a second to 6.6 seconds.
Well, it definitely helped that the everyone behind him just simultaneously decided to explode their own races. So, ended up working out. Snell Train makes a look and gets a nose in under Matt Higgs as we come into the final section. Backs off before making a potentially dangerous maneuver. And seeing Matt Higgs' full livery, I gotta say I do approve. It's kind of reminds me of the Volt Racing Mustang GT4 in a way.
Well, I'd say it reminds me even more of the Volt Racing Porsche.
Oh yeah.
That too. I forgot they raced. I forgot they're racing Porsches now.
And that is actually a GT Masters livery from this year. They won the championship recently. I wanted to do the FAF livery, but
You want to do a
Oh,
FAP livery?
okay.
Oh, Snell Train out
FAP.
braking
Snell Train.
horribly into turn 1. Yikes! That
I prefer
was.
the WAP livery.
I'm sure you would.
Well, Tavern and Paul Lindsay are having a bit of
Yeah.
a scrap up there.
I don't know what's going on with this stream for me. It's maybe 7p. So I can get kind of the gist of things, but details are totally just mush.
There's Varley with the GT4 Audi.
Hunting down Mad Al, who swiped the position away from him after that turn 1 crash. Looks like he's not letting him have any extra room though. No space has been made as we get a little insy bitsy leg spike. I want to say Al's getting held up by Goatfriend, but that doesn't look to be too true.
Bit of a scrap here. Look at all these GT3s.
Meanwhile, Barnett and Elgard, Wicks,
Tavern and
Abernosia,
Carolina.
Soul Train, Snell Train, I mean, Higgs, and maybe even Lindsay are all in a big old train.
Yeah, it's Tavern. Tavern's leading it.
Oh, and Tavern as well. You know, back at James Lacey,
What's
who's
that?
getting
9
moved
charges
on.
separated by a second each. Wow.
Lacey is getting undercut by Shermatinsky as they go into the final turn, but it looks like the McLaren has just a smidgen of straight line speed advantage. So Shermatinsky tucks in, tries to get an undercut for turn 1, makes it
Ooh,
actually
good move
very
there.
clean. Ends up going a little wide for turn 2, so Lacey is going to maybe try and take it back, gets a nose in, but it doesn't have enough of an advantage. That's to back off before turn 3. That was an interesting maneuver, but it ended up paying dividends quite nicely.
Somehow I managed to make that work.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And when Lacey's dropping rapidly, up to probably I would say about a half a second or so. Kind of unstabilized or destabilized himself after that first couple corners. Just to kind of take a break and regain himself. Meanwhile, it is a bloodbath up for 8th place with Abernosia, Higgs, Wicks, and Elgard. As Elgard tries to make a pass on Wicks. But Wicks doesn't let him have it. Denies him the cutback. As Barnett appears to have made a mistake and is now falling slightly.
Nice.
Wicks shall live another day, it seems. Although Elgard is hard on the brakes, Wicks moves to deny him.
Elgard making that Honda work.
Well, the Honda is very strong on at Catalunya. I remember James Barker. John Barker. God damn it!
Barker.
It's been a long time since I messed up their names, man. John Barker has.
Jim Barker?
Ow! Oh my God, my
Jim
ears.
Barker.
As I was saying, he a very devout NSX driver, made a very good run at Catalunya last time we were here in ESR. The only places he's going to really struggle are in the straights, but as we can see on this onboard, well, as we could have seen, he wasn't losing too much.
No, it seems to be pretty quick in the straight line.
Meanwhile, we're back with Greedy, whose
Oh.
car doesn't appear to be any too worse for wear after that incident we saw at
He
the.
does have some front end damage, but looks like he's making it work.
Although, where is who is he battling with? It was D and was it Dakuza? No.
No. Matt Al?
No, Al got past all those guys in that incident. Oh well. Yeah, Cole proves to have the memory of a goldfish, so nothing new there. I was gonna say I didn't see the person who he was battling with at the time. I wonder if he got maybe had another accident.
Oh, I hear some GT3s coming.
Yeah, we can see in the distance and on the map. So on the map, we had the red dot is the car we're currently viewing, the current focus of our attention. The dark blue dots are the GT4 class, and the gray dots are the oncoming GT3s. And we can see that the beginning of our GT4 field is being devoured as we speak. So here's
Let's get
where
on board on the curtain.
What's that?
Let's get on board with curtain. See how he's gonna kill them.
Agreed. I think that would be a good idea.
With the one fast, one slow racing, Greedy is putting the hurt on him.
Seems like it didn't make too much time on Simcox over the last lap, but is definitely holding on. Although he's had a couple of really sketchy slides as Rigel makes a maneuver on the inside, as Buzzcheck also attempts to make that a twofer. That's how you pronounce it, right?
That was Buchek.
Buzzcheck.
I'll ask Burks. That's
Yeah, anyhow, Rigel actually ends up making the pass work on D as Buszczyk gets moved on by Karzolia, who is a GT3, of course. Here's where the fun starts, because the GT4s and GT3s all likewise get disrupted in their different races while trying to navigate the traffic of each other. Fun stuff.
indeed.
Blue
Yeah,
flags
I'm
waving.
predicting we're gonna see a giant wreck take out the entire GT3 field, and Verstappen will take the overall win.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, nice move there. Here Kurt comes.
Are there any? There aren't any GT3s in this field that are Audis, right?
No, not in this.
Would appear not.
Shames.
There's no Lambos either in Tier 1.
Sad.
They clearly know that those cars are garbage.
Wait, Matt, why aren't you in the Lamborghini?
Because he's in a
Well,
Porsche.
I'm sort of an unofficial teammate with Chris Crossman, who I know from SSR. He wasn't in this race because he was at his girlfriend's house.
Oh, ooh, priorities.
Matt, you're his
Yeah.
teammate now. You're supposed to be his girlfriend. You took
I
over
try
his
my
duties
level.
when you teamed up with him.
Well, he's an unofficial teammate.
Because in this, there's no official teammates, so it's sort of an unofficial. And I know Paul Lindsay from SSR as well.
Basically, he's saying he wants to break up with you, Matt.
What?
I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Meanwhile,
Well,
the fight.
McLaren still in fifth. Nice.
Meanwhile, the
Look at this mess of
fight for
GT3s behind there.
the fight for GT3 dominance. Oh, look at that traffic
Yeah,
back
I
there.
was gonna say for real.
Look at the
Like, it's one
background,
thing
I
to
eat
see
shit.
GT3s overtaking GT4s, but to have them
Look at I eat shit
merging
in the
when you had
background.
such an intense line of GT3s.
Oh, we can see the gap between fifth and sixth place in the
Look,
GT3 is
there I am.
widened by the millisecond. Oh, we have yellow flag. Someone is off.
That's
That
me.
looked like. What's that?
That's me.
Oh, it's
Oh,
you.
it's Higgs. Should
It's
have
Yeah,
Higgs.
I got taken out by a GT3 or GT4 while trying to pass him.
A likely
Oh well, this is
story.
a mess.
Oh my God, D and Abernoza come together,
Hey,
forcing Abernoza wide.
that GT3 wants to do that to you. You've got the bigger car.
You honestly do. Just bullying back.
Look.
Oh, Wicks tries to make a cut around, but that Camaro's a little too wide. He has to brake in emergency maneuvers. Ooh, has a try, gets a little dirty. Ooh, what is Wicks doing? Making that he's got to pick his passing attempts opportunities a little bit earlier. While the GT4s should give way, they're not required
They're
to
not
do it.
obligated to.
They're not obligated to 100% of the time. Obviously, if a GT4 blocks a GT3, that'll be a no-no.
Oh,
Lindsay contacts Abernosia and then slams into Elgard. And looks like Rigel got a little bit incident too, although he might have just slid off of his own accord. And meanwhile, Higgs is now in the pits, as is Sedgley.
Yes, I had steering damage, I had aero damage, so I had a pit. And luckily, it was just when the pit window opened, so I just kind
This
of
does
coasted
have
the
a
pit lane.
mandatory pit, doesn't it? Is it fuel and tires?
Yeah, fuel and tires mandatory.
Yeah, in ACC,
Well,
I don't
tires
think there's a way.
mandatory.
I don't think there's a
But
way to differentiate what's required, right?
not really, no. Tires are required, and fuel's optional, but you don't lose any time adding fuel, so you don't really add. If you were done, you'd add fuel at the beginning and not take fuel at the pit stop, but nobody in their right mind would do that.
Oh, surely.
Alright, what's that GT4 field looking like? Verstappen, Nakusa, Schaefer. Alright, so this Maserati's hung on up to second and third. Nice.
I think that's partly because the rest of the field seems to have spontaneously combusted behind them.
There's RWB Carolia on Team Simsox, who's actually sponsoring this series.
Simsox.
And Carzolia.
Wait, is Karzolia and Carolia on the same team?
Yeah, Team Simsock.
Are
That's
these
not
socks
confusing
you
at all.
wear?
Yes.
Yes, it's like socks with little like rubber pads on the bottom.
Ooh, nice.
No, they're actually very reasonable.
As
Go
is a
and check
theory.
it out. A game theory.
But that's just a theory. Oh, I didn't notice that Higgs and Sedgley both got in under the pit windows, so they don't
Yeah,
have
I
to
had to
pit
coast in
again.
the pit. I had to coast a little bit in the pit entries to wait for it to start.
A good trade, I think, to be sure.
It was worth not doing an extra pit stop.
Hey Matt, how do you spell Simsock?
SIMSOK. Sim racing socks. www.simsock.com. Did you find it?
Ah, there we go. Yes, it just took a long time to load the website. Ah,
Look at Wix's ping.
Nice.
nice. That's a pretty
Keep
nice
it
ping
steady,
there.
Wix. I don't want to see that go up or down.
That's really the
Ah,
idea.
68.
Oh, 68.
69.
Wix,
Oh.
pull to the pits. Go.
Hey, nice.
No.
Ah.
Yay.
Hey. Wow, very consistent ping. Anyway.
As we all know, the
So,
success to winning is a success or a consistent ping.
so Greedy D is
Indeed.
coming out of the pits as Wix comes by.
And Sedgley comes up to him.
So this Camaro is going to be extra slow from the start on cold tires and potentially more fuel. As Rigel is the next to enter the pits.
Indeed, indeed. Richard Higgs down there in 14th place.
That's
He's only 1.8 behind Dan
interesting
Sedgley though.
time to pit for Sedgley there. I wonder if he had damage.
He definitely did have damage.
Okay.
Because remember, he overcorrected, hit the wall on turn 2.
I was gonna say, otherwise that would have been a not optimal place to pit. But
Looking at these sim socks, they actually look kind of cool.
You should pick up a pair.
I don't know what these sizings are, so I might have to skip on that. But they do look comfy.
This Porsche sounds interesting.
But that's a GT4 Porsche,
Yeah, GT4 Porsche Cayman.
judging by the noise alone.
Also, fun fact, there are no KTM crossbows or BMWs in this GT4 race.
Nor Alpine A110s.
Nah. Or Janetta's in Tier 1.
Or Janettas either.
Yeah, it's a terrible car.
It's got a niche. It's very much an analog to the NSX in GT3, I think. Which we are on board with currently. Mark Elgard. Who had a terrible accident, as we saw, what was it, last lap? But
A few
able to make
laps
the
ago, I
best
think
of
it
it
was.
by
He's now the first car. Oh no, not the first car. One of the cars a lap down of GT3.
yeah. Oh, very interesting. So the right foot has toe grips, and and it has grips on the heel and a toe for the left foot.
I thought they did have it on the right foot.
No, apparently it's only on the left and the right foot, or only on left foot do they have both set of grips. Interesting.
Interesting.
Anyhow, ooh, I do like the livery for the Elgard's NSX.
Team Up Garage.
Up Garage. Ooh,
As opposed to Team Down Garage.
yeah. I mean, no one wants to go down garage. I'll take you downtown garage.
I wish they'd park this Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
Up garage, of course, is the Japanese equivalent to say probably like Napa or something like that. Well, they're secondhand stuff, so it's not really. It's just. I'm just gonna wave my hand and call it eBay for cars.
So it'd be a Curtin, Ian Shumtinsky, and James Lacey battling in a trio here.
Is that a Hertz rental car livery?
No, it's the Newman Porsche 962.
No, it is extremely similar to some Hertz liveries I've made. That might be why I absolutely love it.
It's Yoast Racing by Curtin or Kraken.
I
It's a throwback to the Porsche 962s by Yoast Racing.
to the viewers who might be saying that I'm having a stroke or something because I can't tell when it's a Hertz livery. My stream is at extremely low resolution for some reason, so I cannot make out any of the words on the
Ooh,
card.
nice hill.
Mmm, delicious. So I recently picked up the all the DLC for ACC because it was on mega sale. And ooh, Curtin, very cheeky little maneuver. Ooh, and
it's
it's
the GT4 pack.
maybe it'll end up working. It ends up going very wide though, ends up ruining their chance. Ooh, dipping a little bit into the gravel and has to give up on that. That was almost really good. Just got a little bit too carried away, I think. Anyway, as I was saying, I picked up the new, the not new, but the DLC for ACC. I'm a big fan of the GT4s, a lot of fun. I've never been a huge fan of the GT3s in this game. They're okay, but I actually do really like the GT4s in this game. It's a shame they don't have. Shame it's only European GT4s, and you know I understand why they do that because it is very much a European endeavor. Kuno's being based in Italy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to have the Mustang, the Panos, the KTM.
The KTM's in the game.
Oh, sorry. I meant the Sin R1.
Yep, Sin R1 would be cool.
And what else? There's a couple others. Oh, the Supra, but that's gonna be hopefully in soon. So looks like not too much being swapped up in the last couple of minutes. Dakuza and Al are the next two in line to be in the pits as we approach the halfway point in our race. So Matt, can you give us any little insight perhaps on some of these drivers' styles? It seems like they're all going...
has been pretty quick all season. James Lacey's been a bit of a wild card.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
James Lacey
there they go.
Is battling currently for second place with Shermanicky.
Shermatinsky.
Apologies. Again, I can't read. It's such low resolution.
Indeed, sir. Nice.
I don't know quite what that noise was. But it looks like we're starting to see a bigger influx of racers go into the pits.
Martin Schaefer and Buchak.
Following this lap, the only few to not be will be Verken, Lacey, Verstappen, Gottfried, Varley, and Anderson.
Burke says, I think like Buchak.
Buchek?
For Ignacy Buchek.
Makes sense.
BBM.
As Christopher Verstappen goes into the pits. One of the last GT3 or GT4 drivers to do so.
Top 4 in GT4 are not pitted yet.
Oh, I just realized what the interesting pattern of lines on top of that Porsche was earlier. It's the reflection of the driver names. Didn't know they reflected. That's kind of interesting.
That's kind of strange, actually.
Wait,
Didn't
no,
know
that
they
can't be
put
the
that in there.
reflection. Never mind. It must be a graphical glitch of some sort.
I think it's your bad quality.
Could be. See, wow. So I guess the if I remember right, the Maserati is actually a little bit heavier than the other GT4s as well. But it seems to be making some dividends for whatever reason in the straights. We just saw, I believe that was Dakuza make up quite some room on Anderson in a pretty minimal amount of time in just a straight line. So there must be something going on there that we're not. Must be more than just the driver, I think.
Indeed, sir. All right, there you go. Ignacy Buchek hunting down nobody.
Alrighty, well, I just got back from my trip down to the concession stand behind the pit lane. Had to pick up some of that famous Spanish mint chip ice cream. Would recommend you guys try it after the race. It's pretty good.
The Spanish mint chip ice cream. Noted.
I'll write that down.
I didn't know they had any ice cream stands in COVID-19 riddled Spain. Was it Spain?
Either that or I raided one of
Ouch.
the garages, but no one asked no one questions. That's all good.
Yeah, I think he just took it from the garage. No harm, no foul, right?
I choose to believe that Ayrton was walking around with a blindfold on and just reaching out until he found something that was ice cream, and it's I don't know. I could have been in a garage, could have been in the garbage, might have
I
been
don't
in
know.
there's this cool unmarked white van parked out back. It might have been from there. So.
I hear there's a special hot dog stand out behind 7.
Oh
How many hot
no.
dogs a day do you think you eat from there, Ayrton?
Probably 7.
7. So Buchek and Schaefer are tied in a current pretty intense battle. We can see even on that short straight there that the Maserati is no slouch in
Dan
the
Sedgley back in the pits.
Oh no.
Must have had some problems.
perfectly possible. Dan Sedgley is in a GT3, so definitely having some problems all the way back in 22nd.
And also, there's no Mercedes Inter 1.
Yeah, there's one, I believe. There's at
Is
least
there?
2. There's at least 2.
No?
Because
Not Tier 1.
Chermatinsky and
GT4 as I meant.
So I must have missed
Oh.
this. When did Dakuza get by Verstappen in the pits? Did Verstappen have some issue in the pits or something?
I don't know.
Maybe he had damage.
I wonder, because it's one thing to say, he pitted early, got some good laps in, but that was like an 8-second gap. What was something
Damn.
their pit stop?
Or maybe
Well,
he
now-
just messed up his pit stop.
Well, now he's almost 5 seconds behind, so it was like a 10-second gap.
That was like a 13-second swing there. That's something was up for Verstappen.
Some bullshit. Aha, nice.
Well, that should give us a good fight between those two.
Indeed, they've been battling pretty stealthily.
Perhaps that's why Verstappen dropped back. He just wanted to be sporting about it.
Give himself a bit of a fight.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like the Verstappen I know.
Yep. Verstappen, every time I passed him, we'd flash each other. And I know in this league you're not supposed to flash drivers, but Verstappen and I just do it. Just kind of, hey.
Ooh, flashing each other. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, how'd you get the
Are the
racing
windows.
coveralls off every time?
A good magician never reveals his secrets.
It's true. It's probably the Canadian Illuminati black magic.
Ah, yes, you got me.
See, I can remember some things.
I'm just kidding. I cannot confirm or deny it.
So flashing is actually banned in this series?
Yep.
Oh well.
Well, it's
I'm
not
glad
banned.
I'm glad I
I've resisted flashing a few times. Especially when you flash often.
It's okay, you get used to it, I bet.
Yeah. Lover Chef and I just kind of wave each other as we go by.
As Ferrari makes it past some GT4 traffic.
radiate up into third.
Well, Rigel isn't. Oh, okay.
Oh, there goes Sherman on Snow Train. That
Trying to
Merc is
make
gonna
trying
eat
to
that
make use
Porsche
of
for
that pass
lunch.
attempt on Rigel, who of course is in a lower class. But trying to set up those passes can be a little dangerous. As Shermatinski goes around the outside, a strange choice of turn 1.
Oh man, the caboose becomes the engine of the Snell train. Or does it?
Why?
Yes,
It
does.
does.
There was some words said,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna smell and nod.
Just pretend you
Not.
can understand.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
join
pretend.
your
Not.
alert.
I was just gonna pretend like there was something that made sense about that.
Hey Cole, where's the
Obviously, the
soundboard?
audience is just smiling and they're loving it right now.
Kinda
The
in-
intelligent ones, anyways.
Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting that the nameplates seem to be like rotating sometimes, like independently of the cars, while other times they're not. Making some really interesting visuals here.
How many drinks have you had, Cole? I think you're just losing it.
Cole's had one too many.
What you did?
Rotating nameplates? What?
Yeah. So like earlier it said Al was like sideways. Did you not see that?
Nope.
No?
Next time it does, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because it's definitely doing it. Any case.
Schaefer is just kicking the butt of Bushek right now with the ping count.
Oh god. As we all know, the ping count is the most important part.
Not tasty.
What
What's
are you
not
eating?
tasty?
I think the camera likes that battle between Buchek
Ooh.
and Schaefer.
Ooh, nice pass.
Oh, that was a GT4. Never mind. I thought he was passing Elgard. Although he is making up some ground on Corolla. Again, another outside pass into turn 1.
Nice.
Backs off. Nice again. Wixon is
Nice.
a nice ping. Clearly a fan favorite.
Aww. Wix for the championship. Confirmed.
So, who was leading the championship coming into this? Was it Karzolia?
I'm actually not sure.
We're a good crew.
Yes, we are a very good crew. We're the best crew.
I mean, we were brought on at the last second.
Well, since no one knows, it's up to us. I'm just gonna say it's probably.
Let me guess for
Lacey.
Strippin. Okay.
Lacey's leading the championship.
Actually, fun fact, Stoffman was in it, but then I guess he had other commitments he needed to attend to.
Okay, so Stoff is leading the championship.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you go.
Tavarin!
Oh, Tavarin. Oh, a weird
That was
lag
weird.
spike compounded by just...
No, not Theron.
And yet another Ferrari takes its place at the back of the field, as it should.
That was a weird accident there, eh?
Did you know it's now closed?
Let's see where he is when they add updates.
Shermatinsky really likes these passes into turn 1. I mean, I know that was on GT4, but still, we've seen him diving down that front straight many times. Must be getting good launch on the last chicane.
The Merc is pretty beast at this track, I think.
Oh, this one's way out there wide. From your experience as a driver, does this track care much about limits? Are you allowed to go over the curbs without penalty?
On some corners, I'll let you know the corner that is, in my opinion, actually there's a few that are kind of iffy. I'll let you know coming up right here. Not this turn, but next turn.
That one, I would assume.
Nope,
Although it looks like everyone's cut pretty well.
that one. Track limit's on the outside there. And track limit's at the exit of
Looks
the
like we've
last
got a
chicane.
caution up ahead.
Yellow flags, that may be Tavarin.
Is that Ferrari still stopped?
Yep, he's still in the... There might have... Not disconnected, maybe his wheel shut off or something. Because he didn't stop at all. He just went straight into the barriers.
Not great. It was Snell Train and Lacey trying to make
would screw by the
opposite.
GT4.
Well, that was kind of weird maneuver by Lacey. He tried to make an outside pass and go 3 wide with Snell Train and Schaefer. Kind of overcomplicated, and he backed out at the last second, meaning he had to lose a ton of speed, especially on that last corner. That was not a great choice.
Well, it is what it is.
Here she goes.
Oh crap, what the hell?
Oh, Bushek, what is going on?
This is bullshit. Magic. I don't know, actually don't know.
Meanwhile, Verstappen is not closing. In fact, losing a bit of touch with the Kuza. It was Buchek on pole, right?
Yeah, Buchek was on pole, then it was Verstappen. There's Elgard and the one and only Honda NSX Evo.
I don't remember talking about Jeff once today.
Nope, Jeff is
What?
plucking
He's kinda
away. Nice
He's
solid
kind of been
race
in the
in
background
P5.
for most of the race so far.
There's Abrenosa going for the dive into the chicane on Buchek.
A brave dive, considering that he didn't really need to do it. But yeah, I guess if you're gonna, might as well.
Yeah, I feel ya.
Well, I could understand if he was battling for 5th place with Lacey, but he's 7 seconds down. Doesn't stand to gain much from diving on a GT4. Although it worked out this time.
You can get track limits on that turn right there. The exit.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that. There's a giant sausage curve on it. Generally, they don't like you going over those.
Yeah, they don't really like it that often. I had
And-
2 track limit warnings this race.
And yet again, we have a little rush hour traffic going on as the McLaren of Weeks and the Porsche of Carolia trying to navigate through GT3 or GT4 traffic.
Matt Higgs, our resident ACC expert, is 3 limits before penalty. Is that like hard?
Yeah, it's
Basically
ACC,
3 strikes
or
in.
is that like a server thing you can set up, or is that specifically just an ACC thing that'll apply to every race?
For track limits?
Yeah. So in every race I've ever been in an ACC, it is 3 track limits and then you get a penalty. Is that just coincidence that every server I've been in is like that, or is that specifically ACC just always does that?
That's fairly certain, and even in real life they do it 3 warnings and...
So it's a good
Then
chance
you
that's
get
just an
penalty.
ACC thing then. Also, Cole, I see what you're talking about. The sideways things come when you're riding on board with the car and looking back at others.
Yeah, see, I'm not crazy.
I think
Well,
it does
I
the
thought,
outside camera,
if
that's
you're
why.
talking about them turning sideways from the exterior shots, then you were crazy.
I think
mean,
they
I don't
just follow
know.
the outside cameras.
I was just talking about the nameplates turning. I don't really recall a correlation between the camera angle.
I'm telling you, that is the correlation.
I'm saying that's perfectly possible. I don't know.
Indeed, there goes Curtin, plugging away in second place with 14 minutes left in the race.
Only 6 seconds down from Carzolia. Making a little time, it looks like, as Abrenosa struggles to get past Verstappen.
Wow, these GT3s are really hanging on here, as his last lap was only 0.2 off his best lap. 47 minutes in. Very consistent.
Oh,
Same
especially
with
with
this guy,
Girlfriend.
0.3 off his best lap. Clearly, these tier 1 guys are good stuff.
I don't belong here.
Yeah, then there's Matt.
Uh-oh, Rachel looks slow. Maybe not. Into the hairpin. Can he catch Carzolia? Or Carolia? Shut up.
Having flashbacks to the Sunday series when there was Douglas D. Groat and
Di Gregorio.
Di Gregorio, yeah. We would struggle a little bit with them. Thankfully, not they didn't appear in too many races together.
Oh, Wix.
Ooh,
Wix.
Verstappen and Wicks.
Oh,
Very
Elgar's
dirty
struggling to get past
pass.
Jeff.
Too slow for you, test.
There he goes. The final corner.
We're seeing a lot of really aggressive maneuvers from the GT3s on the GT4s.
The stewards we're going to be busy after this race.
I would not be surprised at all. I mean, a lot of them do, happen during races like for position, but I mean, even like stuff like that, like whoa.
Lap cars, that's just unnecessary.
I mean, I would think so. I mean, maybe they know something I don't, but
AJF is part of Too Slow For You _ test team.
too slow for you _ test.
Yep. So it says.
Wow, it just rolls off the tongue so easily.
I'm catching Daniel Barnett at this point. So you like that livery, Ayrton?
I do.
It's smart.
Nice. I do like the way it kind of has a lot of, if not directly, very almost parallel lines that draw the eye nicely to the rear of the car.
Damn right.
Boom, boom. We need to adopt that as the official soundtrack for ESR.
Indeed, sir.
Yeah.
Getting reeled in a bit by Jeff here.
Let's see, did he get past? Oh, Schaefer, something happened to him maybe. He's further down. They are battling all race.
Oh wow, yeah, Schaefer. Even behind Al now.
It's getting hot in here.
No.
Damn, I tried. Sorry, guys.
It was a valiant effort. So Wix is reeled Carolia back in, down to a half a second near enough.
Also got held up by some GT4s.
Yeah, the Maserati of Decusa, I believe.
Could be, could be.
Yep. There we go.
Ugh. Wow, Cardzoli is only 1/10 off his best.
Yeah, well, as Ayrton said, we've been seeing a lot of really consistent racers, which is, not super uncommon in races like this, but it is remarkable to see such good consistency 50 minutes into a race like this, especially with all the accidents and all the stress that the drivers must be under right now.
And the sweat.
Oh, especially the sweat.
The nice salty sweat. Oh, Wick's going for a dive on Carolia. Oh, backs out.
Seems so. Well, Wix may be making it happen again. No, not quite.
Looks
This
like
is turn
he has a
5.
run on him.
Maybe a little bit. Not enough to really make anything out of it, though. You can see him tailoring his line just slightly to try and get the most advantage out of the situation as he can. He
Oh,
had
there
a
he goes on the
really
inside.
early apex on the last corner. Can he make
Oh,
the pass happen? No. Corellia can just get it under control so quickly that making a pass attempt on that is gonna be hard no matter how you cut it.
yes, sir.
Battle for 7th place currently.
Nice. Higgs only 16 seconds behind Daniel Barnett.
Not
Oh
bad
yeah?
at
Do you
all.
think he can catch him?
I think he will. Or get with him very close.
Oh, 16 seconds, 7 minutes. That would have to be a supreme drive right there.
I think he's a supreme driver.
Want to bet on it?
I'll bet my career on it.
Which one, your acting career?
Yeah, there I am.
Meanwhile, Al and Schaefer are still going at it in the background, where I guess it's technically the foreground in this shot. You know,
I think
that Porsche and that Maserati look like they could be like alternate universe copies of each other, you know, in certain ways. But the
Are
same
you
kind of
high?
shape, same kind of shaped headlights.
One mid-engine, one front engine.
Well, I didn't say it was a good example. As Matt Higgs makes it, well, never mind, that's a GT4. Just pummeling to death. Ignacy Buchek.
Boo check.
Buchek.
Sam Snell train, put him in the wall.
Do it or else.
Well, Sam Snell train has the same fastest lap as the leader. 144.7.
Will it be enough to make up any position losses, though?
No
Considering he's
clue.
at a pretty high up, it seems like maybe not. On board with Al, watching the battle for 16th with Schaefer in the rearview mirror.
That's battle for P5. Or, no, P4.
Sorry,
No,
16th overall.
sorry, P5.
P5.
We're the best ever.
It's true. Everyone knows it.
Where's Ayrton gone?
I'm just sitting back and watching this comfy race.
Looks
Good
super
job, buddy.
This race looks super comfy.
Oh, Rex has got back Pat's Corollia.
You know, Wix and Corolla are still going at it.
Indeed, sir.
Oh, and that man you can call Al. He's right in front of Schaefer.
Nice.
He's the middle-aged driver.
Seems the drivers have started to kind of figure out their stride. Looks like the ground has maybe gotten a little bit shiny.
Schaefer's
One-
all over him, just can't get past.
Wonder if the air is kind of humid today.
Temperature's
you never
only
know.
27 degrees Celsius. Oh, Jeff, what the hell?
Oh, internet problems. We have seen him have that kind of thing before in our Sunday ACC race. Never quite
Oh no,
that bad
Al.
though. Oh,
Can Schaefer get past him? No.
Maybe. No.
Good job, Mad. Shervatinsky hunting down Olivier Curtin. Only 5.5 seconds behind.
5.5 seconds, but he's only got maybe 2 laps.
I'd say a
maybe a
solid
little
3
more.
laps.
Maybe 3 laps. Guys, work cut out for him no matter what, especially because he doesn't seem to be losing that much, or gaining that much time on.
I'm
Turning in
pretty
front.
sure I'm representing ESR in Tier 1 GT3.
I would agree with this.
Oh god, why'd you guys put me in
Fortunately,
charge of that?
Unfortunately, you're also in
representation
last.
is pretty bad.
Hey, not my fault. I was taken out.
Also, what happened to catching that man up ahead? How'd that work out?
Race isn't over.
I mean, technically it is, but the stream that we're commenting on is not over.
Oh, sorry, his name's Ivan Shermantinsky, not Ian.
Yeah, we're gonna strike all that. Let's just say there's no one representing ESR and GT3 here. I'm sure if there were, they would be pretty successful up on the podium.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, just look, Verstappen's on 2nd place in the GT4s.
Verstappen has been very consistent all year in GT4s. Can we start a position to start calling him Olivier Kitten?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, let's ratify that. Anyway, Kitten's up in 2nd, closing on 1st.
Really
Well,
rolls off the tongue well.
Shermantinsky has gotten caught up by 6 tenths last lap. Nice.
Alright, Carzolia sneaks by Al. Not too much problem.
Ooh, Kitten is closing a bit.
So is Shermantinsky.
To me, it looks like Shermantinsky's 5.41 seconds behind. Is that true?
That's what it looks like.
So he's gained about a 1/10 of a second. Not a huge amount, but some, to be sure. Will it be enough to...
5 seconds in the next minute? I think Kitten can do it.
Yep, for sure. Uh-oh, he's gonna be held up for the GT4s.
Yeah, not a
Bad
good
place
spot
to
here.
catch him.
Real bad place to catch him.
Oh, and they're battling too, so they can't
Oh,
exactly
side by
press them.
side. Horrible.
Right,
Hello.
man. Neither is
Right.
on the final lap.
Alan
Give it all you can.
Oh, can Schaefer get in, get some of that draft?
No, couldn't. He
No,
wasn't
there's just
really
not
enough.
time. So yeah, as the
Martin
said,
Schaefer.
there's a last lap. Why is the mirror upside down?
Yes. Wait, does that say Sparko upside down in the mirror?
Yep.
Yeah,
It is indeed upside down.
I mean, maybe that's
The
how they do it in
interior of
real
that
life.
Maserati is very bizarre.
Is Kunas just trolling us at this point?
Well, it's perfectly possible that it's upside down in real life, in the real life car.
I mean, yeah, these are the same people who decided it was smart to run a car with a different gearbox, no traction controller, ABS, so I would believe anything from them.
The Janetta is earlier. Oh, Schaefer!
Whoa, no!
If you
Kids-
told me the Maserati teams decided it would be a fun experiment to run diesel in their gasoline engine, I wouldn't be surprised.
What? No, I didn't say that.
He said, if
No,
you did.
If you told me that,
Oh.
I wouldn't even be surprised at this point.
Yeah,
They'd
there was
probably
a
claim it
team.
was, you know.
There's a team up in the Pacific Northwest here. Ayrton and I live in Washington or nearby, and there was a team
Where's
that
that?
raced.
Is that
that-
southeast?
Well,
South
the Pacific
America?
Northwest would be in the Northwest.
Of South
I-
America, right?
Yeah.
North America, yeah. But anyway, there was a team that was running with a Maserati Gran Turismo GT4, and they actually just recently had, well, not recently, like a month ago, had it stolen. Ended up recovering it, only to sell it and get a McLaren 570S instead.
It's true.
Nice.
Even the thieves looked at it once they realized what they had, and they're like, "Oh shoot, this is a Maserati GT4? Nope."
Fuck
And they
that.
dumped it.
R. Higgs is only 6.7 seconds behind Daniel Barnett.
Yeah, making some good time. I mean, it won't be enough, but
He
definitely showing
started
some
after
strong
his pit
pace.
stop 24.7 seconds behind him.
Yeah. And with that, Carzolia finishes first place in this race. With that,
Coming in a strong second.
exactly, Shermatinsky in third, Snelltrain in fourth, Lacey in fifth. Ebernosian 6, Wix 7, Carolia 8.
Nell Train was my favorite OJ's song.
All right. No, it is. It is a reflection. So you can see on Anderson's car, the nameplate is reflected in his roof. That's kind of
Yeah, I've been
interesting.
wondering about that. It's
That's
yeah, very
weird.
weird.
Well, I originally I thought it was just crazy because I didn't see it in the third person, but when you mentioned that the nameplates were rotating in the first person, who knows? Any case, with that,
Ugh,
the
nice one.
race
Well, how
terminates.
about GT4? What happened there?
Dakuza is still leading that and finished in first. Christopher Streppin following shortly behind. Buchek in
Okay, Bushek recovered to a nice third.
nice third. Jeff in fourth. Al in fifth. Goat Friend in sixth. Varley 7. Charler in 8th.
Charler.
I, I,
Charler,
I don't know. What does it say?
Schaefer.
Shatler?
Schaefer,
Oh,
Schaefer.
I'm going to take a screenshot of that because it doesn't look like an F for me.
Higgs
But
only finished 5.7 seconds, so didn't quite catch him, but was close.
Only 5.7 seconds ahead of the first GT4? That's embarrassing.
No, he was
it's true.
5.7 seconds ahead of
Not sure about
or
that.
behind Daniel Barnett.
Well, it's been a fun
Anyway.
season. Glad I was here with you guys to, record all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be able to watch this series evolve and grow and see how the
Really brings a tear
drivers.
to my eye.
It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Um, I would share the championship standings with you right now. However, they're a bit gibberish. Lots of MD5 hashes floating around. Lots of usernames I don't recognize, so I feel like it would just confuse things more. So, any case, I'm sure you all know anyway. And well, unfortunately, hopefully we can follow a little bit closer next season because it's definitely a good time. There's lots of
Mhm.
good racing, some crashes even, lots of funness to go around.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
we do another one.
Oh my. Yeah. But standings aside, honorable mention to Wix's ping and Matt Higgs's livery. Those were good.
The most honorable of mentions to those. Any case, it's been fun. I am Cole Mcray. We have been,
I'm Matt Higgs.
I'm Ayrton Tobin.
and we've enjoyed doing these last couple races for you. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever you got. And we'll see
Wherever
you
you
next
are.
time. Peace out.